You know, every single night, something really profound happens to all of us. Our minds quiet down, our senses just fade away, and for hours, the world as we know it completely vanishes. But here's the thing, life goes on. Why is that?
I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about that? Why on earth would we be designed to be completely unconscious for almost a third of our lives? It seems kind of strange, right? Well, the answer to that question, it reveals something absolutely incredible, not just about us, but about the very nature of God's kingdom.
And this is where you see this amazing contrast. For us, everything just shuts down. The mind goes quiet, the world disappears. But for God, it's the complete opposite. He's in a state of constant, active awareness. While we're totally out of it, He's the one sustaining the entire world, quietly governing every part of life.
The Bible actually makes this crystal clear. In Psalm 121, it says, "He who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep." Just let that sink in for a second. Our entire world is held together every single night by a God who never, ever loses awareness.
So, what does this tell us? Well, it reveals a pretty humbling truth, doesn't it? Sleep completely shatters our illusion of control. Think about it. When we lose consciousness, our lives don't fall apart. And that's because we were never the ones holding them together to begin with. And this, right here, gets to the very core of our human condition. We tend to believe that our awareness is control. Because we can see and plan and think, we assume we're the ones managing our lives. We act like everything depends on us. But sleep is this gentle, nightly reminder that, nope, He's the one running the show, not us.
This whole idea of unseen work is exactly what's at the heart of a parable Jesus once told. He said the kingdom of God is like a farmer. The farmer scatters some seed, and then he just goes about his life, sleeping, waking, day after day. Meanwhile, the seed sprouts and grows, though he does not know how. That last part is so important. The real work, the most important work, happens completely outside our awareness.
So you see the pattern? The farmer's daily grind, his sleeping and rising, it's totally separate from the miracle that's happening in the ground. The growth is a secret. It happens without his knowledge, without his control. And Jesus is saying that is the model for how God's kingdom moves forward. Quietly, secretly, and completely under His power.
And wow, what a powerful parallel that is for our world today. You could say that much of humanity is spiritually asleep. We're all so busy, so distracted, completely unaware of these deeper, eternal realities. But here's the amazing part. That doesn't stop God's work one bit. While humanity sleeps, His kingdom continues to grow.
Right now, His work is quiet. It's mostly invisible, just like that seed growing under the soil. And the king of this kingdom, He is, for now, unseen.
And this is the promise that changes absolutely everything. It is not going to be this way forever. The king who is now unseen will one day become the king that everyone can see. All of this quiet, behind-the-scenes work is building towards something massive, a global, visible, undeniable revelation.
The Bible actually gives this future kingdom a name, and even a time frame. It's called the Millennial Kingdom, a literal 1,000-year period where Jesus Christ will openly reign right here on earth.
Can you even imagine what that would be like? A government where perfect justice finally replaces all the corruption we see, where true, lasting peace replaces violence, where absolute truth wipes away all the deception. This is the future that all of human history has been pointing toward.
Okay, so this brings us back to a really personal question. If God is at work right now, why don't more people see it? Well, it comes back to that idea of spiritual sleep. It's this state of being physically alive, going about your day, but being totally unaware of God's presence, what He's doing, and the kingdom that's coming.
And that really boils it all down to the one question that matters most. This isn't about the world out there. This is about you, about your own heart. Is your heart awake to all of this, or is it still asleep? You see, the kingdom of Christ isn't something we just sit around and wait for, like it's only a future event. No, it's a present reality. It begins right now, inside the human heart, the very moment a person decides to surrender their life to His authority. It's when we finally stop trying to be our own king, and we bow to the one true king.
So this shows us the crucial link between our lives today and that future kingdom. Right now is the quiet preparation. The humility we learn in secret when no one is watching, that's what determines the responsibility we'll be given in public then. The people who choose to follow Christ now, when he's unseen, are the very same ones who will get to reign with him when he is seen by everyone.
So let's tie this all together. Just like our physical sleep every night doesn't stop God from holding the universe together, the world's spiritual sleep doesn't stop him from building his kingdom. He is always working, always preparing, always moving history toward its incredible destination.
Look, the question has never been if the king is coming back. The only question is, will we be ready when he does? The time to awaken is right now, while his work is still quiet. So the message couldn't be more simple or more urgent. Wake up.